Hello YouTube and welcome. BritizenCon 2018 has sadly come to a close, however that does not mean the fun stops there. During the day we managed to grab quite a few of the developers and bring them over to the live stream. So on behalf of the Asylum team, here are those developer interviews.
Just be mad. So I have AlexS189.
Okay.
Yeah. He would like to join us? Yes.
Get in here, sir.
Get in there.
All right, lads. Get in. All right, lads.
here, right?
Hello. All right. Hey up, lads.
All right.
How's it going, sir?
Pretty damn good.
Pretty welcome.
Pretty good.
So, let's do this.
Oh dear.
Who are you and what do you do?
Alright,
What he said.
my name is Alex, otherwise known as AlexS189. And I am a junior marketing artist at Foundry 42 as of 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And
Are you feeling the pressure already?
yeah, a lot of pressure.
As a community, we're pretty fucked up.
I know, I come from the community. No, like, anyone watching will know me for a little thing called Bulkheads or Letters from Vega.
You may have heard of those things.
A few people might have, but I'm just going to put it out there now. Unfortunately, because I'm here, there's not really going to be a Vega Part 2, because I don't have the time. So, also, cat's out of the bag now. I was kind of keeping it all on down low. So.
How long did you have to keep it secret for?
Keep, nothing. I didn't.
Oh,
I just chose not to because I wasn't sure what I was doing.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's better just to kind of keep things on the down low for a bit. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So what kind of stuff did you do beforehand? What got you hired? Why are we backing? Why are you pledging for you now, basically?
Why? Because I make cool shit that you guys watch.
Okay.
Don't know if I can swear, but oh well, I just did. Yeah, so what got me in was actually not Vega. It was the P72 commercial I made last January. It's a marketing position. I'm really interested in that.
Right.
And my knowledge of the CryEngine, or the Lumberyard, as you may like to call it.
Right.
And yeah, so that's kind of what got me in, and I'm just doing what I did before, except getting paid for it, which is pretty good.
Yeah. If you're doing what you want to do and you get paid for it,
Exactly. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat here. I am not Gary. Gary is someone else. I don't know a Gary.
It's a joke from someone else that wasn't.
So what exactly is a marketing artist? Because
Alright, so-
chat immediately goes, he draws stuff or what?
Oh, no. So, technically, the actual role was junior cinematic artist - marketing. But that was renamed because I got confused with it gets confused with the cinematics team, which I'm not a part of.
Right.
The closest thing I can think of is like I'm a junior cinematics artist, but I'm kind of like a part of the marketing team. So I'm kind of like, like they talk about in the tours and things. There's like QA embedded in Squadron, like similar sort of thing. I'm a cinematics guy that is not to do with Squadron. I'm embedded in the marketing team.
Okay.
So if you imagine like B-roll and ship commercial.
I know that positions change a lot in CIG, so would there ever be a potential chance that they will get you in to work on those things, or is it
What, into Squadron?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. It depends how needs change, and if they ask me, sure. But the kind of process is actually quite different because with B-roll and commercials and things like that, you don't have to worry about the player aspect of it. So if they do, there'd be a little bit of a delay because I'd have to actually learn a lot of systems that I don't otherwise need to know.
So you've been working for 2 weeks now, right?
2 weeks.
So
Two
long,
whole weeks.
arduous
10
weeks.
whole days.
so have you done anything that?
Have you done anything?
No, that we can. That already. Have you done anything that we've seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Wow, they
ATV,
went straight in the deep end.
Some of it looks like shit, but some of the stuff I've done.
Whoa, you've been here 2 weeks.
So last week we had the ATV with the ship stuff. We had some of the 600i stuff and the Avenger stuff. 600i was done by someone else because that was all done before I actually started. I did a little bit of the Avenger stuff, like this pretty badly lit shot of it coming into land on Port Olisar. I did that probably about an hour after I started. I was just playing around the engine. They were like, "We want that in ATV." I was like, Okay.
Yeah, we remember that.
And I did some other like interior shots of the new and the old Avenger and things like that. So it's pretty simple stuff. And I've been doing some other things that you guys haven't quite seen yet, which you'll probably see within the next couple of months.
Is that maybe for the release of the Avenger? Is it?
No, the other stuff I've been doing hasn't really been to do with the Avenger. It's been something else. So
What's the something else?
I can't really tell you, I'm afraid.
We can try.
Well, the thing is, I'm just playing it safe because I don't know if it's been announced or not. So it's probably
no.
just play it safe.
Let's not get you in trouble. But if you want to whisper it to Maya,
Sorry?
if you want to whisper what it is to Maya, he can whisper it to me, and then we can just keep it between us all and not announce it on stream at all.
It's probably best. So you guys will see it in the near future, so no need to worry about that.
But that Avenger looks good.
That Avenger is it's bigger.
So you've walked around inside. You've had the whole experience of walking.
I've walked around inside. It's really cool because when you're using the editor and things, you literally just press like Control G and I'll put you in game mode. So no matter where you are, you'll drop out the camera and you're in the game.
That's the new tech. That's not the new, but that's the kind of tech that allows the development of the game to be so fluent and quick.
Potentially, yeah. I'm not really a game designer, so I can't really comment on that. I just do cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
But it does allow you to say you're making a level doing the architectural stuff. You'll be able to drop out and just kind of get an idea of what the scale's like as a player. It's not really anything unique to Foundry or CIG. It's kind of like a built-in thing that's in most game engines.
Right,
you can just drop into game mode whenever you like. But it does allow you to test some systems, or in my case, I'll drop in and then see how a cinematic would actually look in-game and stuff like that.
I mean, like, if people have seen any of the work you've done, they will know your talent is there. So it's when it comes to like cinematics, and obviously like development itself is you're developing the ships, whatever, but cinematics is what sells it.
Yeah. All the ship adverts, every time we said, like, watching those will make, I want that ship.
Yeah, that's what makes us think, I'm going to buy that ship.
Yeah, so, like, I'll be honest, some of the work that went into some of the ship commercials, because that's, like, one of the first things I did was actually go into the source files and seeing how they were put together. And from a technical standpoint, how some of those commercials were made just blew my mind. It was amazing. So that's like every lunchtime, and they're just like, all right, how the hell did they do this? Oh, that's how they did it. All right. But it is really cool, kind of the storytelling aspect of it as well. You know, every brand has its own theme and its own way to go, which is really, really cool.
So when you do your cinematics, do you have a story in mind? That we don't necessarily know the story, but you know it.
So the best example I can think of that's recent is the P72 video I did.
Yeah.
So in that, I had an idea. It was just like, right, I know I'm going to have some sort of engine exploded view, because I did something similar to that with a Merlin.
Right.
So it was like going to be originally a scaled up version of that, and I knew I was going to have some Alan Mott stuff in there, because I don't know if you've watched the video, but the speech he gave is fantastic.
Yeah.
And a little bit of music to go along with it, and then it kind of expanded from there, and then I kind of got in touch with a guy called Slayer TNT, who I worked on Vega with. He actually wrote Letters from Vega, and we just kind of plotted out some ideas, and I just went and developed it. So it kind of turned into this story of, in the speech Alan gives, I'm just going to put it down there.
Hands are involved.
So right, in the speech Alan gives, he's kind of talking about trying to work towards what you want to achieve in your life, all right? Trying to work towards what you want to do. Yeah. And that's kind of what I was doing with the character in that. It could be somewhere in his garage, it could be working for a company, but he's modifying this Merlin to turn it into a P72 or a prototype of it, doing what he loves to do. So that's kind of, and then at the end you kind of see his creation with the door opening and the lights turning on and things like that. So that's kind of what we went for with that. So it's just kind of a little sub-story in there. But yeah, that's kind of how I approach it. I just kind of block out a story and then break it down a little bit more and just take a look and see how I'm going to approach it in that way. And just I try to always do it like if there was no audio at all.
Was that the final?
I think so. I think someone's won the dogfighting championship.
You want to change the cameras to see to show how many people are watching right now?
How do we do that, Matt?
Click.
Hold that thought.
No worries. Do you want to change the scene to show the crowd? Like, and then move the camera around?
We'll come back.
It's alright, I don't mind.
I mean, we're still here.
I'm not going anywhere.
In fact, yeah, keep talking.
Alright, I forgot what I was talking about, but tell you what, shall I answer some questions that are in chat? 'Cause I've seen quite a few of them.
So there was a question about your trailer stuff. So now that you work for CIG, does that mean that you are no longer able to make the content that you were making before?
So Vega is not going to have a part 2, if anything else, because of the huge time commitment that took to make.
Yeah.
That took me 11 months to do. So I won't really have the time to do that.
Wow.
With the tutorial and the bulkhead stuff, maybe I kind of need, like, I'm only recently here, so I need to work out, you know, what I've got time to do and what I don't have time to do, and some other things, because there's always a potential of some sort of conflict of interest in there, so I need to make sure that it's, you know, everything's
it's a job.
okay.
You need to make sure it's...
I need to make sure it's all above board and all right.
So what are you working on right now then? Can you tell us what you're working on?
Outside of work, I'm not really working on anything. Because I don't have internet yet, so I can't really do anything. But another guy I work with on the bulkhead stuff, Fiendish Feather, he's been working on a little reclaimer short we've been doing.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of like it's very, very dark, the actual story of it. So
that's cool.
I started that about a month ago and kind of put it on hold when I moved, and he's kind of finishing it all up. So. We're looking at probably releasing that in the near future.
But Fiendish Feather has been there for a long while now.
He's been there from the get-go.
He's one of the veteran YouTubers who has created...
He's one of the original cinematics guys in the Star Citizen community.
Yeah, and he had his own slot on the Citizens of the Stars.
Yeah.
But so you helped him out with a lot of what he's doing.
It was both. He helped me and I helped him. So what we did was, which was kind of a first, is one of the systems that can be used for source control with CryEngine is a system called Perforce. And basically what that means is, like, our CryEngine build is kind of kept on his private server. Right. And then you can have, with a free license, you can have up to 5 people with access to it. So we've actually got a team of, at the moment, myself, Fiendish, a guy called Hefe, who is for anyone in the modern community, they'll know him as the guy who made the CGF converter, which, if anyone's got cosplay or 3D printed stuff or anything like that, anything to do with modding, they used his tool, because that is how you convert the stuff. And then Taylor as well, who does some of the shit preview videos, he's on that build as well. And what it allows us to do is basically, almost in real time, especially with time zones, is we can actually share all our levels so more than one person can work on it, which is super cool.
Yeah, it keeps everyone in the same loop.
Yeah.
As it's happening, like live. Yeah, that's really important. And
so with Vega, Fiendish helped me out with getting all that set up, so nothing was lost. And he also did some of the particle stuff. And in this little reclaimer short we're doing, I did all the cinematic type stuff. So I set up the kind of block out of the level. Right, I want a destroyed starfarer here. I want the space station here, and then he'll go in and make it look really, really good. Right, and it does look phenomenal. And so we kind of do it that way. So we each have our own area we specialize in. Yeah. And then we can kind of collaborate that way. So he helps me and I help him. And if it's Bulkheads, we put it out on the Bulkheads channel.
You see, like, for those who have not been around from the very beginning, Fiendish Feathers, who else did you name?
So Fiendish Feather, Teller. Up until last year we got Terrellian as well, who was also at CIG.
For a long while.
Yeah. But I think he did it for about a year before starting at CIG, similar to what I did. And that's, when it comes to CryEngine, that's more or less it. There's more people getting into it because recently the Bulkheads Discord server has been opened up, so anyone can join it if they want to. There's a tutorial series I was putting out, kind of talking about how to use all the tools to actually get it working on your PC at home. Yeah. So if you want to get into this stuff, you just need to download one tool, well, 2 tools, one to extract the game, another to convert it, and then throw it into CryEngine or Lumberyard now, and you can do that stuff. And we have a Discord server that will support you.
But it's like, when I first, we're veteran backers, correct?
Yes.
So
yes, I am, child.
I've been around for a while.
Well, I've been around the park a couple of times now.
I'm just a youngster compared to you.
But we've grown up on that. we've grown up on Teller. We've been around where
FPS and all these people. Yeah.
I'm sure there's new people in chat that have never heard of Star Citizen, or they've just recently heard of it. If you want content on YouTube that is interesting, that is cinematic, and this is the difference. It's the people that are backers that are getting employed.
So some of them, yeah.
It's not just people with the talent. It's people that have proved the talent through what they're doing and what they're working on, like yourself, Teller, Fiendish Feathers. They've all been a part of the community for years now, and they've been creating this stuff, and they're getting the jobs. Like yourself?
Not
Fiendish Feathers.
Teller and Fiendish aren't. Myself and Torellian. Disco Lando comes from the community.
Well, yeah, Disco Lando was a YouTuber, wasn't
yeah, and a few other guys as well that unfortunately I can't remember the names off the top of my head because it was a while ago.
So rude.
I know, I'm just terrible. I'm a terrible person. The company's huge, so I'm bumping into people. It's like, I recognise you, but I don't know your name. I'm so sorry. But no, they're.
But it's all come like from the community.
Yeah, quite a few did. But they talked about it in the dev panel here. You know, they're more interested in. They're not bothered about what degree you've got or anything like that.
No, of course not.
Especially in the art side, a lot of it is results driven. And if you can make great work and you're a good person, you're good to work with, nice guy or gal.
Yeah, you don't swing cats around by the tails.
Exactly.
That sort of thing.
You don't tell them that anyway.
Yeah, you kind of keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
But yeah,
every now and again, when no one's watching, you swing cats around with tails. But no, it's
Is that confirmed?
What? Swinging cats around on tails? I wouldn't know. Like I'm
confirmed.
I'm a marketer.
Back in the
guy,
office,
so.
they all let out their rage every time someone. Every time there's a little bit of salt from like Madness's stream or something, they get like, oh.
And you do it on yellow, the cat just fucking goes off.
Just like the dragonfly. Woo!
But no, it's so important to show that the people that are making the content, like Cinematics for example, is there to show off the game in the best light it can be.
Yeah.
And why would they employ someone who's never heard of the game compared to employing someone who has a passion for the game? They know what they're talking about. They know how it works. You can help. You can help sell the game to people, and that's ultimately what it is that you're doing. Cinematics pretty much sell the game.
Yeah, with these cinematics it is, and it's hell of a lot of fun.
You've been working on the Karak right now, on the cinematics for the Karak.
So when's it out?
I haven't, no.
He's only been around.
I've only been around.
Sorry,
for
I
a couple of weeks.
don't mean the Karak. I mean the Banu Merchantman. Sorry.
I haven't done that. That's before my time. Like when they showed off some of the, for example, the Xi'an stuff. I think it was recently in ATV.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was before I started. So that's.
But you're going to get your hands involved.
So
in this
what NDA stuff have you been working on?
I can't tell you because it's NDA, innit?
We'll get one of them.
No, I'm sorry, but I really probably can't tell you.
I guess we tried.
I know you tried. Yeah, I saw someone asked about the. Because I've been kind of keeping my own chat.
Yeah,
stuff.
you've been ignoring me.
Being a better host than we are.
I've been like kind of going back and forth. Someone asked about if I'm going to be continuing the tutorial series. That's still to be determined. It's a time thing. It's kind of thrown out there. And Aftergin does not do CryEngine stuff, as someone put there. He does something different. He uses a program called Lightwave, which is what they used on the show Battlestar Galactica. And he does his stuff in a 3D package. And it's similar to, if you were to load it up in Maya or 3ds Max or Blender. Maya.
Load me up,
Maya.
baby.
M-A-Y-A, not
Wait, what?
M-I-R-E.
I load you up.
What?
So it's a completely different system.
It's a completely different system. It's not real time for a start, but
so
it still looks really cool.
Like, nah. Fuck you, Atherton.
Well, to be honest, I used to do similar stuff.
It's alright, but it's not as good as my stuff. It's fine.
I used to do similar stuff a similar way to what he did. I made a Merlin commercial in After Effects, and that's one of the tools he uses. So it's similar, but different.
So you mean yellow?
You what?
Yellow Yell. Machinima. Yeah, I guess not many people know the difference between machinima is a classic machinima where you machinimate,
where you kind of like someone just moving a mouse up and down going.
Yeah.
I am speaking.
Yeah.
So you worked on Yell?
No. But it was an example being used as what
machinima. You told me you did.
He whispered it in your ear on purpose just to make you look stupid. That yellow yell you did was fantastic. I didn't do it. Okay.
I will not do that. I can't do it. They don't like it.
Oh well.
So what have you worked on then? Where are you recognised?
Oh,
you tell
products.
us, man?
Okay, right. I can actually name all these. I see a red laser though.
That's right, they're just taking a piss because we said about NDA, and they said you got like a red laser, and in case you break NDA, and it's like,
I know.
Don't break that NDA.
To be honest, I don't really know that much about what's actually going on.
It hasn't been let
I haven't
down
got
the
around to
dungeon
reading
bit
it
yet.
yet.
You're not in that section of the CIG offices.
No,
When you
I don't have the clearance.
when they unlock the door and they go, welcome.
this
Two-star
is,
citizen.
well, there's just a big door that says NDA on it, and it's like,
That's where you walk.
I think what they do is they actually supplement you with a fake NDA thing first of all to see if you last a month without
They test you
breaching
first.
it.
Yeah,
and
he
if you get past that, then you get let into the real.
He doesn't have the hoodie yet.
Yeah.
You know, he
I know.
hasn't joined the inner circle of CIG.
I don't even have a T-shirt. Apparently, I meant to get a mouse mat as well, but I haven't got that yet.
Really?
I probably need.
No,
to
it's
get
because
one.
a few people have been off on holiday and things, and
Yeah, they're making excuses.
yeah,
probably,
you're fired next week. It's just an excuse.
When they say, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm on holiday, mate. It's not going to happen.
It's like,
You're
okay.
oh,
But you're standing in front of me.
No, to be fair, part of it is because I haven't asked, so I haven't got around to it.
Just fucking demand it.
I'm not going to demand.
Don't
it.
ask.
CIG Dev now, you just demand.
I've got a lot I need to do at the moment, so I've got a lot of things to keep an eye on.
I think you need to draw the next winner.
Yes,
We do.
Draw a winner.
The Vulcan winner.
Yeah,
What do
we'll
I
get
do?
the guests to draw winners.
As a guest, you get to draw the winner of this ship.
Vulcan.
We're giving away
Hang on, I haven't
a
entered yet.
Vulcan.
yes, we're giving away a Vulcan LTI
You have about 10
lifetime
seconds to
insurance.
Like literally,
Exclamation mark
all you have to
Vulcan.
do is just press the button.
But that's what they do on the
You
lottery.
can't fuck this up.
Don't hit the reset button. That's
You
all you
can't
have to
fuck it
do.
up.
And the winner is of the Vulcan.
Oh my gosh, stopped it.
I don't know. Is that picking someone?
Mr.
Vandal G. The
Vandal G.
So rigged.
He's in chat as well. Congratulations, Vandal G.
You've won a Vulcan LTI, so make sure you
I worked all
DM us
day and it rigged.
at BritizenCon.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Show us your penis.
I
and all
think
that sort of
I think some of the mods have been doing a good idea and keeping track of the winners for us. So thank you very much, mods,
Yeah, thank
and
you.
well done. I was going to say Vulcan G then. Well done,
Thank you, Vulcan G.
A new person to just won.
I think some people just have very lucky names because Vandal G.
I've seen him win
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vandal,
I think it's
you
a- I
were
think it's-
born lucky, my friend.
I think you guys have fixed it.
Yeah.
You fixed
Definitely
you
rigged.
fucking
You
draw
pressed the
it.
button, yeah.
Rigged.
Totally rigged.
All right, so thank you so much.
Let's start a new one. Oh, sorry.
okay.
Sorry,
yeah, thank you
wait,
very much.
Yeah, thank you so
Now
much. for
fuck
joining
off and enjoy the event.
There's nobody here. They've all gone to a panel.
us.
What's
What's the next
Is there?
panel? Do we know what the next
Turn the thing on. We'll
Raffle.
see.
Go for the
Raffle.
raffle.
Oh, is it rough?
Yeah, turn the thing on. The source, so we can the NDI source.
Click the shit.
Yeah, we might be able to see the box they're giving away. So they're actually raffling off a one of JR Productions is Fabrications is like
the
boxes, but
It's
so,
a PCK.
it's a PCK, so it's the box that you guys saw from CitizenCon. Not the exact same one, but it's been modified to be a PC case.
Yeah, Chris hasn't touched it.
It's got BritizenCon logo in and stuff. In
It
fact,
does.
actually, there's a picture of it. Well, it's only not really a picture of it. Below the
Right.
stream, it's like concept work for it
Yeah.
at least.
So J,
Um,
yeah,
Down below.
we should
down
get
below,
we
yeah.
should get him on
Down
afterwards
below.
and like
should try to,
talk to
yeah.
him
We're
about
still
it.
trying to get JR on, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a top quality
'cause-
guy. Get him on.
Yeah, so he made the Saber Raven 1/8 scale thing. He made the GSS Artec cupboard thing as well. This time around at BritizenCon, he's made, and I don't think chat has seen it. Have they? Have you shown it to them?
Did they
What's
make
that?
He made that. He made the.
He
the
made everything.
no, he
Yeah.
made the Grim Hex kiosks that have
We haven't shown
Wing
that off.
Commander inside it.
Yeah, Rithius is gonna grab it. Let's transition. You gotta unscrew it.
Did not also make what's on screen now, which is that
He
amazing.
did. He did
Yeah.
make that
What-
amazing.
yeah.
bit.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on.
The little,
Yeah.
What lucky
podium.
bastard won it?
That guy.
Oh, another freaking addictive person. Well, mind you, everyone's
Captain
addicted.
Zap.
What is that? What did he get?
He's the winner. He got a
Oh, that was at the tournament or something, was it?
Captain Zap.
Oh,
won
right.
the dogfighting competition.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A trophy for that.
Nice.
That wasn't the
Congratulations,
box. That
Captain
wasn't the
Zap.
box.
Hello.
Any minute now.
We're showing this.
We're
off.
doing the awards.
Oh, that was Rambo
We're doing the
winning
awards.
his.
You enjoy your lollipop.
No, I'm doing it now. Put it on. It's on.
Okay, we're on now.
It's on.
We're on. So there you go. These are the Wing Commander 1 and 2
Yeah.
pods where you can play the original Wing
Based
Commanders.
on Grimhex
Who made Wing Commander?
Some guy called Christopher Roberts.
robots. Yeah,
Yeah.
Christopher
Chris
Robots.
Chris made it. Who's Chris?
Not the person that organised BritizenCon.
No,
The
not
other
that
Chris.
Someone else. Different Chris. But yeah, so John made these pods where you can actually see them. Nobody's
Oh, look,
playing
they just
it. 'cause they
randomly
can't be
come up.
bothered.
That's nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rith.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
man.
cameraman Rithius.
So you can't see it properly from your seats at home, but it actually looks really cool from here. You know.
Right, if they show the
You
box,
should have come,
I'll
you should have
make
seen
it
it.
bigger, but otherwise
Yeah.
we'll just put
No
it back
shit's
there.
given at all.
So yeah, sadly there's no audio, guys. That's why we've been bantering the entire time instead of
That's
like
why we've
showing
been
off the
talking
panels
crap
and
all
having
day.
devs on. So thank you so
Yeah,
much for helping
I
us.
should probably go.
Yeah.
But
All right.
It is a pleasure, sir.
you too. Will you be at the Bar Citizen later?
Fuck yeah, we will.
Let's go get shit faced.
Exactly.
That's what that 200 million's paying for.
No comment.
No comment.
Cheers, guys.
The words.
Thank you,
Super
sir.
Back Brothers.
Appreciate
It's not
it.
indoors.
You
So CIG.
Enjoy. Next time, you can give some more away, can't you?
Yeah, break some NDA next time.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So that was Alex. So what's happening now? What's happening right here?
I think it's now the presentation.
At the moment, we're...